Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves
Welcome back, everybody, to Amnesia the Bunker. Last time, we lifted the lockdown and got caught by the monster, and I had to go back to the safe house. Since then, I have played up through till the soldiers' quarters. However, I ran into a problem where my recording was not on, so I had to scrap the original save file and play back up to where we left off. So I'm very sorry, anybody who was expecting me to stream on Monday. There was an issue. I'm very new to this, very inexperienced, and an accident occurred that created a problem. It's worth noting that this game has a random generation seed system, so every time you play through the game again, you're going to have different items in different areas. Consequently, in this run, I have found a ton more cloth bandages, and I managed to find an extra pouch for my inventory, so now I have up to 8 inventory items I can hold. There are a lot fewer grenades than I had in the last run, and that worries me a little because I ended up using a lot of them in the forbidden part that you guys aren't allowed to see, apparently. Down here, when I was going back through to catch up again, I made sure to leave the power off, so now we have a full generator of gas that we can use to get back into it. I think I'm going to retrace my steps and try to get through the soldiers' quarters as soon as possible, so that we can all be on the same page again. So, without any more going, let's go ahead and see what we can find. Clock wound. Should be good. Let's get moving. Just gonna put that on that. Maybe, shoot, I don't even have a single frag grenade. That's not good. Alright, off I go. This game loads like a Half-Life game. Each part is split up on its own. You know, I wonder if it's like on purpose. Like, this is sort of like a way to like segment the game for purposes of the monster or the player, or if it was a technical limitation. I think this game is running off of the old Penumbra engine that they've been using since, as far as I know, they started the game. Oh. Let's see, what do we got here? Note. Attention! The power in this part of the facility is daisy-chained. Shut off the power in one section in the chain, the subsequent areas will go off as well. Switches should only be turned off under extraordinary circumstances, like when I say so. Pranks and mischief will be reported directly to Reynald. Looks like down is always on. This is a booby-trapped door. This is not, but it's locked. Let's see here. Locked communications room. Security door. I'm going to assume those are some form of droppings. Let's see. What do we got in here? Looks like a form of a dark room. Although, I'm not really sure why you're developing photos in World War I bunkers. Let's see. Bottles. Ooh, a photograph. Looks like somebody was having fun and photographed them goofing off in the break hall. Let's see. How am I doing on inventory already? A little bit of shuffling around in the walls there. Still doing decently well in power. I see rats down there at the end of the hallway. I learned really quickly, those rats don't fuck around. If you see them with a dog tag on the body that they're eating, and you try to go for that body dog tag, you're going to be getting chewed on. Yeah, and speaking of things to chew on you, I hear the monster in the walls. Oop. Another sack of meat. A note. 5th of May, 1916. Dearest, thank you for the package. I'm saving the chocolate for a special occasion, and am keeping the photo close to my heart. It's been weeks now since I've been called for any combat action, but a new kind of fear is spreading inside the bunker. Last night, I woke with a chill. A strange sound was emanating from deeper in the bunker. A kind of moan, a cry, perhaps a howl. I went to investigate and found myself standing at the entryway to the Roman tunnels. The sound came from inside. I dared not shine a light inside for fear of what I might see. And then scrambling thudding came racing towards the darkness. A shape loomed out from the shadows. I reached for my sidearm, ready to fire. It was Toussaint. He'd been awakened as well, but unlike me, he dared to enter the tunnels. He says he saw something there. As we stood at the maw, listening, the howling grew distant, receded to where I dare not guess. Perhaps our minds are gone, or perhaps there is something down there. Toussaint will not tell me what he saw. Please write me again soon. Love to you, Johannes. You know, I feel like going to war is already bad enough, but getting a message from your loved one, hey, there's a monster probably where I'm deployed, that would probably just be a new level of hell. Ooh, hello. 30th of April, 1916. Finally got some answers from the engineering team. Command believes there are old Roman tunnels adjacent to our position. They're opening them this evening. Command hopes to use them to launch a surprise attack, as if any attack at this point could be termed surprise. This is a war. We are all always expecting an attack. Curious to see these tunnels, though. A little dash of antiquity would liven the place up. It has certainly helped keep my mind off the daily grind of the war. 9th of May, 1916. The officers presented me today with a rather unexpected and strange gift. Agent text from inside the Roman tunnels. Seems they got word of my interests. Yeah, I don't believe he's the only person interested in the Roman Empire. I took them, of course, but the truth is these texts are far too fragile, too valuable, to survive life in this horrid place. They require more delicate hands, more learned minds than mine. Still, curiosity reigns. 11th of May, 1916. This morning, Ackerman died of his wounds. I'd only known him a time, but considered him one of my better friends here. I hope heaven welcomes him. To distract myself, I have been going over the texts and have had quite the shock. These texts are not Roman in origin. The language is Latin, or Latinate at least, but what they're writing about has no relation to what I know of Roman culture from any era. The texts seem to be of a religious, or at least superstitious nature. A phrase is repeated, to cross into the darkness beyond. And there's something about sight. 13th of May, 1916. Haven't slept, need to get this down. The texts are of a religious nature. Whoever these ancient people were, they believe that they may have found means to immortality. And to achieve this goal, they need access to what they thought was some other world, one dominated by darkness and ruled by, I don't know. They use words I can't translate, ruled by some thing. They claimed that dark otherworld was full of spirits, monsters, and that the air there was endlessly alive with cries of torment and the sickly rattle of souls near death. That is what they were using the tunnels for. For them it was a doorway into some pagan hell. The texts are full of wild stories of blood orgies, of sadistic spirits, of the awful things these men and women would do to each other in the worship of darkness. They speak at length of some substance that is meant to grant immortality in darkness. I'm on patrol tonight, need to sleep before then, but then I'm back at this. You know, it's so nice of these ancient societies to write down the world building they had in mind. Let's see, I got a lot of meat on me. Is there a dog tag on that person? I should probably unlock that door and figure out what to do with that. Alright, I see dog tag. I'm gonna throw meat just because I don't want to run back for that fuel. Alright, you see it? Go fetch! Go get him, boy! Oh yeah, you like the meat. You like the meat. Let's see, what do we got here? Gerard has nothing. I threw meat for nothing. Got another note here. 16th of May, 1916. Neuer has been telling us of the tunnels texts, describing what these tunnels were used for, but I didn't need him to tell me. I've seen it. I was there. In the dark. I dream of it every night now. Dreams are so real that when I wake, the day itself feels like the dream. I'm at a ritual. It begins with the drinking of a liquid, sweet and thick, like mucus or honey, repulsive and yet intoxicating. As I drink, it warms my body, fills me with a lust for all things carnal, sex, blood, flesh, demonetized. Around me are others, their faces hidden, their bodies rippling. I know we all serve the same master to the same end, a place in her unending kingdom, immortality. The things I do in these dreams, a terrible whirl of horrors, bloody and twirled, that make the charnel pit of the war seem like mere play. I wake horrified, but in the dreams I am elated. The worst part, at the end of every day, I want to be asleep. I want to go back to that place. I want to feel that way. I want the violence and the ecstasy and the pitch black darkness. Yeah, I could do without the darkness personally, but they didn't decide to rig up ceiling lighting in the bunk rooms. Alright, got a bullet casing here. Wraps are done. Oops. Almost walked into a gas grenade there. Got that on the ground. Gonna go and, alright. I think I got everything. Everything I can think of out of this room. I will say, I am sorry guys, but, due to the, incident on Monday, I am aware that one of these beds does have the key that I'm going to need to get into that locked room there. If not this room, then this one. This one's got better lighting in it. Although I can't really say I'm too big a fan of running the generator. Hello. Shotgun shells, that could come in handy. 15th of July, 1916. Fournier claims one of us killed Reynaud. But I saw Reynaud's corpse. His eyes were gone, gouged from his skull. His tongue was shredded. We all hated Reynaud, but none of us could have done this. War is a brutality, but it is anonymous. Mechanized. We fire at distant soldiers. Whoever did this, he was intimate. He was sadistic. I fear for all of us. Looks like the daisy chain is still holding. Oh, locked door. Locked no more. Got a photo here. You know, I am somewhat aware of the World War I photography, and these photos are a little too crisp. It's a little uncanny. Alright, I'm starting to get a lot of fuel and not a lot to do with it. Oh, hello. Hey, look, it's my dog tags, and a note from myself.
9th of July, night. My conscience compels me now, as it failed to compel me then. I must do something, even if it costs me my own life. I must do something lest I never sleep again. I must do something or risk greeting hell itself as a relief. I must do something. I go.
Same, bro. The more I loot of this place, the more I'm noticing that I am going to be very strapped for defensive firepower here. Shotgun shells, but I have no shotgun. How full is my revolver? 4 shots isn't really going to help that much. I'm getting plenty of fuel, so I can at least keep the lights on. Looks like we got a little nook here with some bullets and a note, but it's bolted to the wall. I can't get to that. Let's keep looking. Keep pressing on. We got another tripwire here. Don't mind if I do. Disturbing noise. Looks like this level of the bunker goes down even lower. Rats moving about. And a corpse blocks the way. Got a note here. Or is that a photo? Oh, a photo. Looks like it's the daisy chain. Looks like I gotta go down that way. Is this? Yeah, this is still locked. I did see a brick back in the bunk room. And is that a brick right there in front of me? I might be able to take the brick. I'm gonna put my gun away. I feel like that's going to be a liability. Take the brick, bash this door open, run like hell because the monster's probably gonna hear it. Oh yeah, he knows. Do about 1/3 of my gasoline. And that bottle. Gonna drop that. Pick that up. Because it's being noisy. Is the monster gone? Already? I'm not hearing it. I think maybe I got off lucky. Tell you what, how about I don't push my luck, go back and see if I can drop off some of my supplies. Sounds like it's in the walls still, though. Yes, it is still in the walls. Is he going to come out to play? I don't have time to play will he, won't he, with the power running. Let's get this shut, locked, save. Deposit the fuel, I suppose. Not like it's really helping me any to keep any on hand because it's not like I have anything to light it with. I do know that there's a lighter in one of the lockers, but I don't have the code for it. In the meantime, let's just go ahead and... I'm going to leave all the rest of the fuel in the storage chest for now, I think. Sounds like a good idea. Yep, might as well. The meat could come in handy, I don't know. Extremely limited on my munitions, supplies. But if I'm gonna go looting, I might as well lock this, leave behind the stopwatch. Before I go any further, I don't really feel like I've done a particularly good job at doing my search of maintenance. Wine cellar area. Maybe I'll save that for later, just to finish up what I'm doing in the soldiers' quarters. So, deposit the code. Hope the monster doesn't come out. You know, I think I'm safe in that little vent hallway, but getting in there is kind of annoying. Let's see. Alright, here's mine. Alright, in you go. More bullets. A note.
8th of July, mid-afternoon. Joubert needs a scout for tonight. Routine patrol. Out to the communication wires and back. It'll be cloudy. Good cover. Easiest patrol possible. Sergeant wants me or Augustin to go. He still suspects one of us might have been with the mutineers. But I won't be going. How can I be so sure? Well, Augustin has agreed to a friendly game of chance to determine which of us it will be. And using an old sleight of hand trick, there's no way I'll lose. No, Augustin doesn't have a chance because I'll ensure he doesn't. Me? A scoundrel? Perhaps. But when he returns and I remind him of the time he pissed in my flask, or the mysterious lice that appeared in my bunk, or the incident with that barmaid, well, I laughed in those cases, and he'll laugh in this one. 8th of July, near midnight. Shelling again somewhere along the line. Them firing at us. I'm sure we will fire at them again soon. I hope Augustin's having a simply marvelous time out there. Can't wait to tell him what I did. 9th of July, time unknown. It must be just before dawn. When the shelling stopped, I woke. The sudden silence always does that. Augustin's bunk is empty. I went looking for him. He wasn't in the mess, nor being seen by Dr. Jasinski, nor lurking out for a final smoke. Dax was on patrol. I asked him. He said Augustin hasn't returned from the scout. He said the words like he was pronouncing Augustin's death. As if scouts don't come running back at all hours. As if it wasn't just a routine patrol. As if all hope was lost. Now the shelling is starting again. We'll try to sleep. 9th of July, morning. It has been hours now, and Augustin has not returned. His luck did not hold, and neither has mine. What could I have been thinking? If he is gone forever... But I do not want to write it, for fear writing it will make it real. I will continue to wait in my bunk until dusk. And if there is no sign of him, then I do not know. The priest keeps staring at me, as if he can sense I have some unseen weight on me. I will not give him the satisfaction of a confession. I thought it was just a joke. I never thought. I never thought. And therein lies my sin.
But Father, I was doing just a little trolling. And we got the boys of the hour here. I feel like Lambert here's face looks a little awkward at that angle. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if we can load this up. Full cylinder. That doesn't really fill me with confidence. I think while I got the power off, I might do a little bit of sneaky looting in the soldiers' quarters. Fuel, cloth, got 3 more spots. I hear the man of the hour ruffling through the vents. Generally speaking, I noticed that whenever it's dark, whenever the power's out, he's guaranteed to come out and play. No longer are you going to get by without interruption. So now I just gotta either play around him or wait for him to leave. And to tell you the truth, I'm a little strapped for time. I had a goal in mind of how far I'd be able to get playing the bunker before the holiday coming up, and I'd be able to come back to playing a different game I wanted to play, but due to what happened on Monday, I'm gonna run out of time for that. Which, I guess is not the biggest issue in the world. I'm just like, man, I'm so new to this, and I wasted an entire stream night not streaming. I don't hear any footsteps, but I don't really know if I want to play around. If I go any further looking for stuff, I'm going to run into an issue where I don't know where to hide. I hear him, though. If I had to guess, he was where those rats were earlier right now. Sounds like he's back in the room. And I'm gonna guess that little Visual blur is confirmation that he is in fact goofing around. Looks like he just lit the fuse on the door. I think I recognize that noise as him throwing a temper tantrum and breaking something wooden like a barrel or even a wooden door. Blair's dead. The monster is still out there lurking. More bashing and shit. He's like a cat, only instead of knocking things off the table, he's knocking wooden doors until they break. You know, the vents sound really fun right now. Why don't you go be sus somewhere else? Is he back in the hallways again? It's really not fun to loot in the dark for this exact reason. I guess I could try to pivot around him. But I just don't know how good his hearing is, and I don't know where the hiding spots are. Or for that matter, how good his light perception is, though. Seeing as he tends to stick to the dark, you have to imagine it's somewhat sensitive. You know, I feel at this point it's more frustrating than scary. Like, I'm just waiting for him to leave. Sounds like he's in a room now with a metallic floor. And he comes back around. This is really annoying, not gonna lie. Like, it's obvious that he's not going to catch me here. And it's just... like, we've done the song and dance. Can you go back inside? Unless that's the idea, is that he never does. But I've seen him, like, go back in the vents. What noise is that? Sounds like the admission of defeat to me. Gonna start poking around to see what I can find. Yeah, I'm not seeing much of anything. Alright. Alright, gotta be careful. Just because I got done with him in there doesn't mean that he wouldn't be here. Alright, and we are safe. More cloth. More fuel. Bring back the pocket watch. Full tank. Let's see if we can poke our heads out again. Progress saved. Alright, let's make a move. Got a full clock. I hear him scraping at the walls. Found a brick. I think this might have been that other brick from earlier. Still gotta worry about that trip mine. Uh-oh. Sounds like it's in the, sounds like it's in that room over there. Let's see, is that a gas grenade? Tell you what, I think I'm gonna trip the gas grenade and hide. It's gonna hear that, it's gonna start looking, but I don't really have time to goof around. Yeah, it stinks, doesn't it? Did it just leave? Oh, I see the powder going out over there. That over there? I think that's a hole. It might start popping its head out of there. I don't want to go near there in case I'm wrong about something. Well, if the rats are coming out of the tunnel, there's probably no monster there. Looks like he was busy in this room. Got a pantry here, and a note. Let's see. 12th of July, 1916. Night. Sleepless. Something keeps scratching at the walls. I've heard rats before, of course, but this is different. It's not the subtle, arrhythmic scratch of a rodent. It's louder, steadier. Francois has gone 4 times now to find the source, and each time returned with no answers, perturbed. The men like me, who were here during the Roman tunnel incident, we share skittish looks. We dare not say anything for fear of reprimand, but we don't need to say it. We're all thinking the same thing. Later. Something just howled. Not something outside the barracks. Something in here with us. Like before. It's like before! But the tunnels are still sealed. They're still sealed, but it wasn't enough. All my brothers, court-martialed and gone, and it still wasn't enough. 16th July. A demon from the tunnels is among us. It's killed Reynald. It will kill all of us. Unless. For Larue, for Toussaint, for Noya, for Nikolai, Ozan, and Lenoir, I will kill it myself. This is why I was not caught. This is my purpose. My revolver is loaded. My will is strong. I don't think it worked out in the end, though. But what did work out is I got more fuel. I see a bottle on the floor, but looks like we got a bolted vent gate in the corner there. More of that. Locked door with a flare. What is this connected to? Another flare? That one's got flames next to it. You know, if push comes to shove, I might have to hide under that. Anything on that? Nope. You know, this room kind of sucks when you think about it. Shit. I hear it funneling around in the walls. I think I might hear it coming out. I'm pretty good on power, at least. Heart's pounding. I'm thinking the monster left the tunnels and is now among us. He could do me a big favor if we started smashing shit up in that room. I'm gonna stay silent in here, though. Oh, it's right here. And it's gonna leave, right? Yes. All's well that's going well so far. And it looks like it broke the trap. That's good. Ooh, a grenade. That would have come in handy many times by now, I'm sure. Ooh, the monster's making noises. I'm gonna hide. Got a locked door and the last of the daisy chains behind it. No room for fuel. You know, I think I see dog tags on that thing. So it'd probably be a good idea to just throw the meat and let the rats have it. Let's see what he's got here on him. Laval 8255. Nice. More fuel for the fire. As for a lock on the door, let's see. Is that another empty bottle? Is there anything brick-shaped in this room that I can use? Teacups. I have the grenade on me, but I don't really want to use it for that. I've got a full revolver, but is it worth it? I see a brick over here. Maybe I can start wheeling this over. Try and smash it. Hide in the closet. Do I want to try to hide in the short closet or go long? I have enough pistol bullets, though I might as well try and tempt the monster. See if I can discern its patterns better. Alright. We'll do that. Alright. Broken. Brick. Broken lock. Hide in the closet. See if anything happens. See if anything happens. I'm not seeing any monster-related activity, but I did smash that brick pretty good. Alright, daisy chain going up. Note here. The officers have abandoned us. They ran from the beast and blew the exit, closed behind them, even Joubert. They called us cowards and traitors, and worse, hypocrites. Now they've doomed us. Whatever hell we suffer now, it is on them. God will punish them for what they have done. Otherwise, I don't see any loot in there. I can start making my way out of here. I'm not seeing anything that I can also take with me, short of these bottles. I know later in the game I can use those bottles as a bottomless source of fuel. But at the moment, it just seems like more trouble than it's worth to gather them. It also seems like there's plenty to go around. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can break this open with a brick. Sounds like Angry Boy is there. Is he going to appear? Yes, he is going to appear. But I'm not there anymore. I'm going to see if I'm... Is he going to investigate? If he comes this way, I'm running. Looks like I got away with it. Did I break that brick? No. Looks like I'm still smooth sailing with Rocky over here. Another fuel. Looks like another flare. Ooh. Submap has been added to the main map in the administration's office. That sounds useful. I'm not going to look at that here, though. That sounds like suicide. Or a monetization-friendly word. Got a photo here. Looks like it's the layout of the soldiers. Got a note here. Patrol report, 10th of July, 1916. Odd occurrences last night. I don't know what STT stands for in this case. Lambert, thought dead after his patrol on the 8th, returned to the barracks in fine health. He carried with him, again, I don't know that rank, Clement. Severely wounded from an explosion, Lambert reports the following. That midway through his patrol on the 8th, he fell into the deep crater and was unable to escape. Clement, his best friend, snuck out after him last night, located him in the crater, and carried him out. They were spotted, and in the ensuing attack, Clement was injured by an explosion. It fell on Lambert to carry him back. Very odd that Lambert was neither injured from the fall nor the explosion, and that he ended up saving the men who came to save him. But battlefield luck is an odd thing. In every life, fate's winds blow erratic. Judging by Lambert's description, the crater he fell into seems to have been located very close to the Roman tunnels we unearthed. It may have been a result of work down there. Recommend a future patrol to investigate and make sure we have not opened up a backdoor into our own bunker. And again, the monster patrols the vents. Gonna go drop off my fuel. And for most of the things, that would be a welcome sustenance source for the Big Bertha. I did get that code for the locker earlier, but I don't think I want to waste fuel on trying to get to the locker. My man is playing pots and pans right now. Alright, save and shut. Back in the dark, but when you factor in the amount of fuel I was able to bring back to this thing, we are doing very well right now. Not so well, though, that I want to start playing stupid with it. Gonna put this away with the others. Let's do one more save, just to be doubly safe. You know, I saw that a video released a couple days ago that was showcasing the game and all the stuff that it hides from you, and it seems like the way that this game is coded is that the monster, when it's inside the walls, is actually just completely invisible and walking around you. Naval? Was it Naval? I feel like that's kind of helpful to get a D255, get a swivel on things. I think that would be a lot easier than having an actual network. Looks like all he had was a gas mask. A network of tunnel holes that he could use that you have to somewhat try to remember. Alright, let's see if we can make back with the scrap. Alright, all we got out of that was a gas mask, which, you know, I'm sure it'll come in handy, but, not right now. Alright, let's see. We gotta finish out comms, and I'm going to guess whatever we need to get in there, the arsenal code, we're gonna need the power for. So, with our full tank of gas, let's get moving. Got everything I want and don't want right in there. Let's make a bolt for it. take this brick with me over to that room we saw at the end of the hallway that had a wooden door to it. Although from the sounds of things, the monster's coming. I might have to drop the brick and hide. So far, so good. Alright, before I start smashing shit, though, I'm gonna get a lay of where I'm running to in here. Looks like the first bed should be good, so without further ado, let's use our improvised key. Alright, there's like a 0% chance I can actually try to sneak around him there. That is like a dead-end hall. And he's given up. Good for us, I suppose. Alright, more fuel. A note. My friend, after the tunnel sabotage, they've increased security everywhere. I've been commanded to lock the door to communications, but between you and me, I'm going to keep a copy of my key in my bunk in the barracks. You never know when such a thing might come handy. Rank I don't recognize, Quint. Which one is Quint? Bottom one nearest to the door. It is. Yeah, cry about it, rats. I hear a little bit of ventilation tunneling at the moment. Looks like coast is clear. Let's go up and see what's going on. More fuel. A lot more fuel. Got a door here. So much fuel. Hey, look, not fuel. Fiber is gone. Insanity. Chaos. We were in the mess and it burst from the shadows right behind Boisseron. But Fiber was there. Ready. He actually threw himself in front of the thing. And he shot it. Hit it. Dead on. This thing retreated. We thought for sure it was dead. But then, not 10 minutes later, it came back for him. I heard him screaming, being pulled into the wall, praying for salvation. And now I can hear it moving again, getting closer. Have to move now or we'll all suffer his fate. Yeah, things are going pretty bad. Let's see, looks like we got the light on in here. And the radio.
Anyone left? The code is 1732.
Nice. We got the code.
I hope that you can hear me. I hope that you can forgive me. The arsenal code is 1.
This message will play until there are none left to hear it.
3 2.
Let me try and run for it.
The arsenal is locked. You need this code. 1.
Looks like a clear shot. Still got plenty of fuel. I might do a fuel run after this, grab all of it and make it back. Sounds like a pissed off monster over that way. Or is it always? Well, at least we made it back to the safe house, alright. Alright, and it's been barely touched. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start dropping all the fuel right here by the generator. It's not really doing me any favors to keep it in the storage chest. Alright. Save. Let's see here. I want to say I need a little more than what I have right now in order to get to the fuel, so... Alright. This should be all I want. Let's see if I can run and make it for that fuel right now. Ooh, a note. I was there when they pulled your friend Neuer from the tunnels. He'd been screaming for hours before he was located, tied to the stretcher. He was still trying to scream, but all that came out was a horrible rasp. All of the engineers might have seen things down there, myself included. We should talk, you and I, about what this is to be done. Let me know when, Razan. There's something in this cabinet that's being blocked, but... Ooh. I hear ruffling. Maybe we're good. What meats that could come in handy. Well, whatever's in there, I'm not too sure it's worth trying to make noise in the dark to try and find. Just try and be... Sounds like it's out to play. I'm gonna walk by because it didn't see me in the dark. And I kind of know my way around this area at this point. I think I hear it. Is it out here? In the locker room? Did it follow me out in the dark? I would have thought there would at least be some, like, mercy system. But we made it back to the safe house. With a lot of fuel, cloth, and meat to go with it. I can take the bottle out and leave the meat in here. I wonder if I can pull it out of the walls if I just crank that soldier boy here. No? Doesn't want to pop out? How far does the sound of this thing travel? I believe I will, This image brings me joy. So we've made it through about all we're going to want to see of the soldiers' quarters. Got the arsenal, maintenance, and prison next. Not really sure which one I want to go to next. So did I... got the code for the arsenal, but it's... I'm not sure I want to do that at the moment. Well, I think I'm going to cut it here. I think I'm going to do a little bit of work on some extra stream assets instead of pushing forward. Thank you guys for coming by to watch. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening and take care.